Hello.
Failed to save the last spot.
Hello,
Yeah,
everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, Lama. Hi, Lama.
Hi, hi. So please, prayer book open. So you have some prayer book. We tried to short. Few minutes late. So this is page 8 and 9. We always, any practice before, try to do good motivation. Everybody, they have some special dreams, their life. Become good practitioner or good business or good health or something in their mind. Huh? It's okay. You already took vaccine, right? It's okay. Then maybe you can open. It's okay. Take out your mask. It's okay. No, he was his boss. Maybe you need less than him. So. Yes. That's good. So anyway, we are doing some morning beginning prayer. So there's a prayer for the 3 jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. We try to do something, but we're not perfect. So the Buddha in Bodhisattva is enlightenment. So our dreams, the Buddha in Bodhisattva is like perfect, you will say, genius, scientist or something, right? They will give you all the information, how do you get there? So you see earlier you say, I'm thinking. Are you thinking going there or you need to go to action? The Buddha give you all the information in the map called samsara to nirvana, how many exits, how many miles, similarity, you know. So first you're training your own mind. This is number one. Then you see before and after, you know, something you easy to upset or maybe you something your job, relationship, all kind of things you make in your mind, unstable. So then you will say later, okay, this is the first time in my life, but not the first time in this universe. So the other people also say, how many times fell down? And the same time you need to get up, you know. If you have a big dream, never give up. The practitioner for us, we're not thinking only temporary painkiller medicine, things like that, you know. Say, oh, this 12-hour guarantee. It doesn't work in the practice for the Dharma for long, you know. Least this year, this life, or other beings, you know, sort of the big company, the big project. So this is called Mahayana project. It's big, all sentient beings. So that is where 3 jewels, please give us strength to unmistake. They have all the informations. Now we need to follow them. And then Buddha not say, if you not follow me and you're going to, you know, hell realms. No, Buddha didn't say that. Buddha's, I always, easy example, you know. Buddha's make teaching is like buffet, delicious buffet. But now you will choose which one. Buddha didn't say, hey, you must eat only the sushi or spinach or pizza. No, because you are in the buffet, you know. So same as attachment, they're limited. I like everything. You wish you can eat all the buffet, but your stomach cannot accept it, you know. So the mind and the body need to ask how many need, you know, want is different. I want this, I want this. This looks like small kids when take in the store. They want everything. I want this, they want, you know. The parents say, yeah, you need this one because this helps you educate more smarter and more things like that. Likewise, teaching in the, here in the Buddhism, first, you have to have some experience for you, you know, and then you will tell the people, say, this is the page in text, sutra or tantra, Buddha talks about. And this is Buddha's enlightened explanations, not your or mine. So then you say, I learned this subject, I did meditate. After that, my mind is so peaceful. This means you got it, you know. And you say, oh, you know, I like this one, I like this one. I'm so devastated, means you didn't get it because you are so many places teaching like, you know, here and there, but they didn't put it in the heart. So this way, your confusion, your more doubt, still, you know, people a little bit complain, why Dara didn't help me, why medicine Buddha didn't healing me, you know. We try to maybe take the quote, Dara in medicine in the maybe, you know, front of judge. See, I told you Dara are reciting many times. See, my situation didn't change. Somebody said Dara help me, or I will look at the short of me. What is going on, right? So there are so many conditions, not only one. So we had the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers. There's so many. I didn't show that here, people. So those flowers, so many need cause and conditions. The same good temperature waters, not need every day, once a week, especially maybe ice cube, something like that. They need light, wind, everything. If you think, oh, I like this one, I will grow one day, put a lot of water, it didn't work there, you know. So our mind, many things, but one at a time. So that's why before any begin, please, Buddhas and Bodhisattva, guide me, blessing me. My day is meaningful, and whoever see me and benefit, whoever hear me benefit. Because your mind, body, speech completely try to positive energy. You become like incense. People say, oh, smells good, right? So the incense didn't say, I will make very happy somebody, or perfume or something. And maybe too sensitive smells, people say, ooh, it's almost good, you know? Right? So this way, see, how we can do is limited. So this way, see in here, 3 jewels, please become meaningful. Like just I give you example, good perfume or incense. That's you go public place. The benefit is there. People can feel, smell. Likewise, people who practice compassion, even the animal has become friend, you know. So that's the text said. Now remember, text and you're matching or not. Only you need to meditate, then you have experience. Okay, page 8 and 9, the Sangye to the right. Janju bardo dani jabseji dagya jensoi jibe sonam ji dala penjere sanje anjo parasho. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment reach it. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for say all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as sky, have happiness and cause to happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and cause to suffering. May they never be separated from happiness that is free from sorrow. May the rest equanimity, free from attachment aversion. Oh, thank you. Now continue the Dhamma Kin Somzang Kambo wrote the Mani Khabum. So now continue. The Mani Khabum is here as a text taught by Buddha Avalokiteshvara, but not their page, just you can listen. So this explanation is how to practice Avalokiteshvara. The Avalokiteshvara and Dara is very close. The one in other form, the manifestation come in different part of their true self, or to liberate and sentient beings. So this talk about most of Buddha compassion, Avalokiteshvaras, and the base of the recitation of Mani Padme Hum, and likewise connection to the other practice the same. If you know one practice and clear, and you relatively similar in all other practice. So this we will go on and for many months, maybe years, because the two big texts. So every Sunday we will do 9 to 11. So today we will do 1 hour because something here needs also. So the wrote by is called Dharma King Songzen Gambo. Songzen Gambo, do you remember?
Yeah,
so
Brikut is husband. Brikut is her husband. Because Brikut is a Nepali daughter.
Yes.
Songzen Gambo got married to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's a Tibetan king. So
Yes.
We read about that.
Yeah, it's Tibetan king,
Yeah.
but they're two different. King and the Dharma king is different.
Oh, yeah.
Some king is, I want something, my territories and the kingdoms. Dharma king can thinking for sentient beings beyond the Himalaya regions. Yes, you're right. And King Songzen Gambo, one of his consorts came from Nepal.
Yeah.
One came from in China.
Yeah.
So this the King Songzen Gambo wrote. Also, there are many messages. He give a special teaching section to the Nepali princess how to practice, and also the Chinese princess and each minister's private teachings, public teachings. This one you can also find in the English also. So those you can see how relatively connected to this text and something like that. So now what do we do here? First, one of our Sangha, his name is Iron, he can read English. Then all the English speaker, they will know roughly what is going on, the chapters, one page maybe read. Then I will read again in Tibetan transmission. Then second time I try to explain. Of course, the text translator is a professional translator. I'm not professional English speaker, but I'm trying to point this, get very close there, not the middle of the 10, maybe number 7, maybe number 5, 6, something like that. So you can see when he reads, you can think about it more carefully, what is going on. Then later I will explain it. Same, you come to here, you're going to come to Route 1 or 95, same destination. So similar. Okay, go ahead. So we heard last time how to refund to samsara, right? The chapter or the section where we left. You have
I know
what?
it's not the same as you, but I have page 489. The beginning of the paragraph is, by these 6 attractions and repulsions, the 6 kleshas arise. Therefore, the ignorance of karmic cause and effect arises. By the prince sleeping between houses, various sufferings are experienced. Just so, collecting aggression and negative actions, we are born in hell and experience sufferings of hot and cold. By avarice and negative actions, we are born as hungry ghosts and experience sufferings of hunger and thirst. By ignorance and negative actions, we are born as animals and experience sufferings of being killed and exploited. By passion and positive actions, we are born as human beings and experience sufferings of change. By anger and positive actions, we are born as asuras and experience sufferings of conflict. By pride and positive actions, we are born as gods and experience sufferings of transmigration and falling back. Such is the root of wandering in samsara. Because the child, the fragments of awareness, does not recognize the mother, the great all-encompassing, the natural state, that wandering is received. Those wandering now, how can they reverse? According to the example, the wandering prince, by meeting a minister who knows that he is a prince, meeting his mother, the son recognizes the mother, and the mother recognizes the son. Similarly, now at the time of attaining a pure human body, the Lama, who is like the minister, possesses the view and realization of great compassion. Students, who are like the wandering prince, though now they are in samsara, are fortunate. They have within them the mother, the great all-encompassing, the natural state, the child, the fragments of awareness, who is like the wandering prince, has pure, unobstructed awareness of the empty, luminous nature of dharmas. Though it arises from the empty, luminous nature of mind. Though it dissolves into the empty, luminous nature of mind. Therefore, the nature of dharmas joins the symbols of mother and child. After that prince arises in the royal place, it is like empowerment. Awareness of the power of wisdom arises. The mother and son nature of dharmas, inseparable emptiness, luminosity, unobstructedly, naturally arising and existing within us, is the Dharmadhatu wisdom. Unobscured in its luminosity, it is the mirror-like wisdom. Having equality without exclusion, it is the wisdom of equality. Remaining clear without mixing things up, it is the discriminating awareness wisdom. Searching for nothing from another and primordially existing within us, it is the all-accomplishing wisdom. By the five wisdoms arising within him, that prince, without being raised up from wandering, attains empowerment. By his attaining empowerment within self-awareness, there is no fear of wandering in samsara. As that prince, having become a great king, directs his subjects, by awareness of the self-arising, self-liberated nature of dharmas, samsara is ruled by nirvana. Aggression liberated as it is arises as dharmakaya, and hell is liberated as it is. Avarice liberated as it is arises as sambhogakaya, and hungry ghosts are liberated as they are. Ignorance liberated as it is arises as nirmanakaya, and animals are liberated as they are. Passion liberated as it is arises as svabhavakaya, and humans are liberated as they are. Anger and jealousy, liberated as they are, arise as the kaya of the manifestation of enlightenment, and asuras are liberated as they are. Pride liberated as it is, arises as the vajrakaya, and gods are liberated as they are. Since from the mother, the great all-pervading, comes the child, the unobstructed power of awareness, the six kayas and six wisdoms arise. The six kinds of beings, liberated as they are the related symbols of the mother and child nature of dharmas.
Okay, that's good. Okay, good. That's good.
Lama, I have a question.
Okay.
So when I liberate, say, something like pride, then it becomes, what was it? Wait, I don't have the text in front of me. Let's see if I can find the text. Oh God, I don't see the text.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you liberate like the kaleshas, are they saying that then what's left is Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, that type of thing? liberated.
Remember, you request the Kundu Sangbu prayer, this Sunday, this Monday. So the prayer Kundu Sangbu said, if you recognize the 5 Buddha family, you unrecognize 5 poison.
Okay.
So likewise, in the recognize or unrecognize is different. So this way, I will explain here. Okay, we're not yet there. I can try to explain. Kuro chamba de chidrando na pe khandar gewu chamba tidu namshig lumbu chigda tewe gewu yimar sheshin tine madang tewe pujang mangwashiwe mejang pungwashibardang tada milu zangmo tewe tuzu lumbu tawu lama tukju chambu tagonda demba jegi loma gewu tawu chamba tawu tada khorbanan tukjang le gewaran demba chigla machapde chambu nilu rāngla yueba te pūr rīpe chīwū chamdu dawu chamba dawu la chūnyi tōngsai le rīpa sē la māngā ba shāryāng chūnyi ji tōngsai ngā la shāng tīmyāng sīmnyi tōngsai ngā du tīmbi chūnyi mabu dājarba wō gebu te kēsar chūngne wāng guwa da yīshī tsai ji rīpa shārdi chūnyi mabu yirmi tōngsai mākyab māngā rāngchūng du rāngla newa chūji yīngi yīshī sē la madibba mēlōng dawu yīshī nyamba rimi du duba nyamba nigi yishi sela mande war duba sosoro tokbe yishi shene tsedu mejing rangla yene yuwe chawa dhube yishi nga rangla sharbe gewu di chamji tokba mebara wang toba tar rangi ribala wang tobe korwa chamji tokba meba yinu gewu di gewu chimbur june bang kalu juba tar chunyi rangshar rangzhuji rikbe korwa nyangana deba wang juru xie rang sar chu chu gu shi nyawa rang sar chu rang sar chu le rang sar chu long chu zu gu ri sha wa ida su chu lo rang sar chu lo Timu rangsar chu, tuiwe gu, kuru shar, tundu rangsar chu lo, durja rangsar chu, ngu niji gu shar, mi rangsar chu lo, kongru chakdo rangsar chu, ngombar chanchi gu shar wa, mayin rangsar chu lo, nga je rangsar chu, dorje gu shar, la rangsar chu lo, ma chabde chimbu lepu rigbe tse mangakbe, kudu yishi du chungdu shar nrudu rangsar tu chunyi mabu dajurwa yino. So this is the sort of the transformation. Now go back here to reverse the samsara, not fall, continue. The how to reverse, or means sort of the renounce it, because the samsara is a challenge. The samsara, sometimes and people say samsara means always suffering, and depend sentient beings. And sometimes samsara also there are a uniqueness. Remember, the lotus flower is growing in the muddy water at the examples. So for example, say right now the winter, someplace is a lot of snow. Some people waiting for a long time, business-wise, or maybe the skis. For them, there's paradise. And some people very sensitive cold, and then when you see the snow, their mind just looks like hell. The snow didn't make two different energies. People see the snow say, "Oh, you're very cold." It looks like we maybe live in the maybe North Pole or something like that. But even though, see, one object, but two different feeling or two different experience. So samsara is a base, the circle of life. See, circle of life is not always bad. There are always good times and many bad times. But the people and always thinking bad things, this is holding, I have this happen, I don't like this. They have so many good things, they didn't count it. So, I have so many good things, I have good memorized, so many things. Some reasons they're stuck in the bad one, So here is the how reversed Korwa Chamba Chitardogwa. There are examples. 백항들 기우참바디. So some remember the early chapters say some sort of the king and uneducated, and he didn't take responsibility in his kingdoms, and used to be he was becoming power, liberate in many ways to take care of his territory. But some these days, some kids came from good family, and then a wrong friend, a wrong direction, as you cannot recognize his or her parents and this person's life. So this way, sometimes we call the friend of the virtue friend. It's very important. Now here, the example is they say, the king is just wandering. Also, we see these days, we're not talking the 1,300 years of history. We're going to see early people, they are spoiled or maybe good company and a lot of money. And then the wrong directions become the beggar. It's also, we saw that now our own eyes. So similar, how that happen, And somebody know this is my boss, it's very important for me. Now he's become beggar, I have good company. So this person, because he's educated, connection to this teacher, now he a boss, now he was homeless, the teacher will take care. It's not too long, I saw sort of it's a documentary, one Indian professor, and Indian, the families, is a little bit rocky, and of course there are so many good things. So sometimes the older is not easy to take care of their beat, and especially the grandmas. So anyway, when she was a youth, and her knowledge is very marvelous, everybody respects. She is a teacher. She's getting older, and her son married, and the young lady came home. She became boss, Then mother's not much power, and mother's all the jewelries and everything. To say here, this I collected for many years, now I cannot do much, and the other ladies, more stronger. That's a reality. And one day, this lady's talk, her husband, I don't want, your mom's here, she's unclean, this and that, so many, what do you call Americans say? So many love, so many yara, So kicked out. And she was just go to a bus station and under the bridge, there are people homeless stay there. And some her students recognize, looks like this our teacher. And his life is much better, and he just go there and ask question, are you this and that? And she say yes. What happened? Professor, what happened? So then she just, I'm okay. She didn't tell the whole story. So anyway, so he or this person can send all the information and his students, a classmate. So this is time we can take care of our teacher. So likewise here, the king was, maybe too much fun. Maybe he was drunk and party. Maybe then he lost everything. Maybe, But look here, the king, and he was wandering to just around different place. One day, one of the minister recognized this is the important king, This is our village, he's the chief, he was the king. So now there's meet at one of the minister table, and minister recognized this our king, and he just taking to the so the king also recognized this is one of my minister, deeply touching to the how changing the impermanent, and it without the hesitation, not need to introduce. So this way, how close. That's called the Pujang Mangwashaba. That was, for example, the mother and son, even though maybe a few years they didn't see each other, as soon as you see, you not need to interview who you are because you knew this is your son. So that's kind in they recognize each other. So likewise, the examples in this life right now, the precious human life. So this is our precious human life is the minister, the example. And the kindness teacher, can introduce, say, this is needed to you become as the like king. So that's the teaching is a method, and he recognized. Then so the one without this minister to helping to the king was just wandering, used to respect person is now become homeless. Likewise, precious human life, this can becoming Buddhahood. Unfortunately, we round and around in samsara, like the king is like left in the kingdom, things like that. Now here, if this happened, but something is some karmically wrapping as a condition, likewise, king was just everything skip up, But the minister inspired, you can do this, you have the power, you have the territories, the land, the people, everything you have still in another time to give up. So, so this means if you have the capacity to liberate, like king. See, the interesting, this is very easy understanding. For example, king traditions, right? Right now, the Japan, used to be the Nepal, in the Bhutan, Thai, the many places, they still traditional kings, right? Say, prince or princess at birth today, and logically his family caste, he was higher than a minister. Everybody say, welcome now, we're very happy, and the prince or princess. But look in the princess, it's just, not much, 8 pounds. Same as other regular kids, 7 pounds. 3 things they know: crying all the time, nuts at the mom, all kind of things. The princess come, they say, hey, I'm coming, I'll give you full of the joy. No, same, right? And the mother is just try. So, but now it's a minister. If he or she knew how to run the government and function all the systems. Likewise, the Buddha nature is like, as long as the precious human life, we will birth. Our nature of the mind is like the king. If you will take care well, you will become the king throne because you are the family gene is the king. Likewise, the precious human life is easy to become Buddhahood, better than other species like dogs and cats and cows and horse. They are very smart. But you can say, you can practice bodhicitta, you will become tomorrow an enlightened. They have no idea. They think, what do you say? And still you can show you the cookies, maybe just ears, little bit, say it looks like, and tails, move a little bit. Dog cannot do much. Human being can change. Even though the wrong directions, and maybe the right person can help for him or her, they will change. Like here, the minister just inspired, you are the king, you have the capacity. So that's why here, so now here's the son and the mother, remember? So the awareness, the son is like the wandering, but they don't recognize you are the king, right? In the Christian Bible said, kingdom is within us. Same is the same meaning here. The kingdom is within here. They didn't say kingdom is next town or somewhere. So this is within us when you recognize. Shuni don't say the nature of the Dharma Dhatu is the pure emptiness and clarity. The clarity and emptiness arising and emptiness, because the emptiness allowed to every reflect, because the Dharma Dhatu stage. This means called sub-rising, sub-liberate. Somebody said, easy way to say, look, this you made mess, now you need clean. The same is sub-liberate and sub-clean, So somebody said, look in the kitchen sink, you make the mess, you need clean. What is different, the sub-rising and sub-liberate? The different fancy language, but the same meaning, isn't it? Yes. So, now here, sharing semni dongsen so do you understand right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Timmy semni dongsen do Tim chuni mo dachers. So now here's the son and daughter. No, son and mother or son means in the arising is a mother, a dissolve is son, then become unseparable. Sort of becoming their water bubble is the son, the water dissolved to the mother, then becoming unseparable. That's what we call, and Buddha's wisdom and our own awareness become oneness. So this will say, my enjoyment, your enjoyment. Your suffering is my suffering. Because you're my friend, because we have the same planet, because you see. So that's where the Buddha's compassion, how to expand it. You know, we think our own family is very important to us. There's no question about it. So this is just smaller, group. The Buddha's thinking whole universe is better. For example, say some place, maybe the protection of water coming near the river, and the whole block is maybe protect. Everybody is safe. And say if you build a castle, maybe you're gonna set maybe a few, maybe 100 people. The majority is gone. Now problems begin. Who work for you? You're a king. You don't want to work. You don't know how to work. So all your worker is gone. So that's why always in others important. They always say your hand. Someone said, I can't, or I can cut your thumbs, or I can cut 4 fingers. You must say 1, because even though you cut 1, still 4 fingers working. If you lose 4 fingers job need 1 finger can take care. So this way, I in me is always good, but I become in a way, So this way, how to explain here the teachings. Okay, now here's the fun things. Remember early the homeless king? Now he was maybe changed, cut hairs a little bit, shiny, tuxedos, Everybody think, wow, he's a real princess. Prince or princess? Prince, right?
Yeah.
Everybody recognize. So now he's not need to sit in the next to the corner, as palace, golden throne. He never think about it. This kind of facilities. Now he has a responsibility too. Before the same he has, but he give up too early. So that is where here one goes. Now say, remember here's traditions, and father allowed. Now this is represented on my throne. He become as a king. I'm the ex-king or something like that. So under that he has a power to changing more benefit. He has more opportunity. That is where I heard yesterday, one of the Tibetan great teacher, he said he wishing his next reincarnation, he said he will wishing to rebirth one of the powerful countries, prime minister or president, because they have power to change. But little guy like you and me, we have good heart, but we cannot do much. That is the way a regular signet means Lord Buddha was to rebirth the necessary families, necessary time and place and so forth. For us, what you can say, it's happened, we will happen to birth someplace. It's not a plan. Maybe aspiration prayer, but not real plan. So this is the great teacher said, his prayer, he wished in his next reincarnation rebirth, the powerful countries, the president. And his motivation is, make sort of the new law for the 10 virtues. 10 virtues can become benefit every society, top to bottom, minister to the local laborers. So same is here. Now, when you have we not need to become king. We not need president. We need who we are. We're the human being. We know practice. We know compassion. We know feelings. Unpleasant feeling, we don't want it. We know who want this kind of, awful suffer. So nobody want it. This much we know. So now here, how do we become like Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, yogis and yoginis? Those lifestyle is not, fancy, but they're hardworking. I think Americans said, oh, I was hardworking many years, now pay off. Now like you, soon retire, enjoy it, right? So because you're hardworking, now you pay off. Now you're only looking for where's nice weather. Oh, you snow, you like go to south, any place. So anyway, like this kind, when you're developing your own practice, the wisdom and compassion, you are become, your victory. You're no longer scared to the samsara. You're not making any suffering create because you have the wisdom and you have the love to take care of others because you have the compassion. So, say, now this here is now we have to practice more and awareness called primordial awareness that is sub-rising. Likewise, right now see in the here New England area, and the weather is a little bit foggy, and we didn't see the beautiful sunshine. But sunshine is always there. That's the nature. They're not changing anything. So same as our mind, always shine. Obstacle arise in the clouds and tornadoes and fires and all kind blocked in the beautiful part. So this way you see how do we can keep on our pure mind. We're going to call pure mind and unpure. Pure means, some respect. I want to good for the awareness, same as all others. So now here's the highest Dharma language called the Dharma Dhatu stage, and everything is unseparable because the pure emptiness, and the pure emptiness nature is the love and compassion, the interdependent, original, all those are connected. So they say the multiverse is so clear, no one can block. There's a nature. For example, the fire is the heat. It's not making by nature. The water is the wet. It's not making by nature. But in the heart, in the human being, and developing much, much better than any other because the seed is the Buddha nature. So now here is the So now here is the 5 jhanas explained, and 5 Buddhas. So those directly pointing us. Someone say Salamadiba. Say this is the whatever we do and we reflect. Here said so clarity, because you can see how clarity looking your face in the mirror. So same reflect, nothing need change. So whatever you have is coming back for you. This means we do good things. There are no question. So here, this melonda wishes, this is the wisdom and the mirror reflect us. We have the already, but we need to know how to come out. Remember, the king didn't know he has the power and so on and so forth. Minister inspired. So the minister is like Sangha, So you need to become like your own guru. So means now everything's equality. They know who's a castle higher or who's lower, or which color is better, or who's rich and poor. And in the heart, wisdom's beyond the color and measure and counting and things like that. This case, we are all equal. There's equal primordial Buddhas. Then the next one is also this clarity to reflect. So sort of way means this exactly we know what we done. For example, you make tea. If you put a lot of salt, no one said it's so sweet because we put the salt. So likewise, you can test also. You also know, oh, there's a lot of salt. So this means you have understanding what's going on, what the consequences, So sort of way means you recognize everything what we're doing. So this is the awareness, the wisdom is not searching the outside. This is within us, right at the beginning of time. So this also any activity's accomplishment because this is power what we have called human heart, human mind. So now they say, now you recognize, wow, I have the primordial wisdom, I have the 5 wisdoms. Then you're no longer afraid to creating negativity because you have this kind of power, because you know how to get out of some sort of box, right? So now here is they say, now this king is already thrown man in the ceremony. He not worried to become beggar in this life. It's interesting, right? It looks like the daily base we can see it on the street. Similar in here, talking this road to Texas 1,300 years ago. So this way, Buddha's teachings never expire because the enlightened can see 3 times, past, present, and future. So now here's importance. And many teachings, Buddha's give teachings, the 3 yanas, 84,000 different categories. But the essence one, you need and you recognize you have the capability, you have the power. Then you liberate yourself. You not need afraid of samsara. You have to become victory. Rebel on the courage, no doubt about it, because you have now everything. Facilities or commitment. Now, as now he's only becoming the king, now he will, through the virtue, and he take care of all of his territories and kingdoms and becoming the best example, this good way, So that's the way understanding. So, there's the now stage the heart in the essence of what Dharma Dadu heart and sub-rising, sub-liberate, everything is a virtue, no negativity, anything, So that this one here, so usually they say if you're anger is like fire, fire is very powerful. We see now sadly Colorado there are more than 1,000 family house burned, 3 people missing, and 25 to 30,000 become temporarily homeless. But good thing, hopefully they call insurance, right? So we have the good karma as insurance, the same. You can repair, even though you're bad, something happened, you have good insurance, dharma, renunciation, and you will okay. You make a lot of virtues, like what do you call? So anyway, say again, Nepal?
No. In the Colorado fire, there were two houses belong to Nepali family.
Oh, so they live there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for them, but not life or anything, but they only lost.
No, their life is okay, but their property is gone.
Yeah, but this is still, the bond house is not cheap, right?
Yeah.
But you can buy again, right?
Yeah.
But the boy or old man or a young boy, it doesn't matter. There's no price, right?
Yeah.
So this means the dream is not ended. This is for them. It's first time.
Yeah.
But in the universe, it's not the first time,
Yeah.
right? The Buddha said, "Duje tamje midapa" means everything's impermanent, nothing permanent. We think you and me and we looks like we have good time right now. Next hour, who guarantee?
Yeah.
There's Nagarjuna said very important. You breathing in and breathing out, you need rejoicing. This means your life or death is between you breathing or not breathing. People didn't appreciate, 24 hours, 21,000 breathing in and out. How many think I'm still alive? How wonderful. There's some things complaining, because this and that, ready to shoot, So anyway, so now your awareness, you recognize your mind, you becoming king. Likewise, no longer a fear to the wandering into samsara because of your awareness. Now here's the anger. Usually anger's energy to rebirth in the bottom of the hell room. Because of your strong anger, you can destroying. You build many lifetime and you burning all the virtues like burn in house. So the anger you recognize is beautiful. You're becoming the compassion because you recognize the anger is destroying your own health, your own peace in mind. You recognize this is terrible, you know. It didn't, nobody give you, you didn't buy in the market, but some developing your anger, you know, because you don't have the mindfulness. You allow to become the anger in action. So you practice, especially the mind training part, meditate, you knew anger is coming, your body is heat. You're shaking. You can see, looks like the double people, because this means blood pressure is too high. The wind is circulation too high, you know? Then the back pain, headache, peace is gone. So later this come on, oh, I was thinking very bad. I'm almost heart attacked. You know, the bad energy circulation is very bad. And later you will appreciate some this teaching you learn, now you use it, just in case you and your friends, when the anger arise, what the best. The anger arise in the family, beginning to argue, the best one is silent. Even though you're very upset, but she or he cannot read in your mind. But they read your face, a little bit red, no? But cannot hear, you didn't say anything. You solo 1, 2, 3. And after 5-10 minutes, she or he is gone. You know, there's no more colorful change, and there will maybe some sweet tea, and then go back, honey bunny. Make sense?
Yeah.
Samsara is like the chess game, you know. You always need to think about it, but nobody thinking is I wish to lose, you know. So this need to plan to win. Now, say here, the anger arising in elaborate way, and you will becoming the Sambhogakayas, you know, more the ornament, like such as the Jovo Buddha, you know, extraordinary. And then next one is you recognize the ignorance and no longer to continue, you know. Then you rebirth sort of the Nirmanakaya, to manifestation continue to help to beings. And you recognize the attachment, then they call the fourth kaya, so Vivikaya, the liberate and power. 3 kayas, 3 bodies become oneness. Then, you know, the jealous as this liberate, you becoming the Buddhahood. So jealous also need opposite, the rejoicing. So this way to you see the becoming accumulated more merit. When jealous is, you know, taking your virtues, taking away. Rejoicing is becoming increase. Pride, if you recognize pride, and your body is becoming the Dharma body, means no aging, no death, like diamond body. So that's kind of recognized, you know, before and after. So that's the awareness, the sign is reaching in the natural state in mind. This kind of manifested in your mind, or you recognize this kind of capacity, and your body is becoming very powerful 6 manifestations within one body in 6 manifestations. 6 manifestations.
Sorry to interrupt. When you say recognize, is that the same as purification or purify?
Not purify. Recognize means you knew it's good or bad. You know, you just remember you put the salt in your tea. Nobody say it's so sweet. But you knew, you recognize, you put the salt.
Okay, thank you. So it's just recognizing it. That's easy.
Yeah, that's very easy. Yes, that's piece
I
of
thought it
cake.
was something complicated.
That's right. Yep. So that's so piece of cake. See, she knew. She's very smart. Now you will, if you wish here, I will give you the bonus bag of the chocolate. But you're not here, so we will enjoy. Somebody need to enjoy, right? Because this is our collecting talk. So somebody understanding and somebody
Those
enjoy.
who are here are gonna enjoy that, right?
No, see, the two different karmas. In the Facebook and Zoom people, they have karma to see chocolate. But we have the karma to eat chocolate.
Yeah.
See, earlier you say, you're thinking, remember? Thinking is not a flavor. So they were thinking chocolate too. Sorry for them right now. See? It's a reality, my friend. Get up. Here, come.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah, bonus.
Bonus.
Yes. So there's Americans say buy one, get one, right? You practice Dharma, you get chocolate. There's bonus. New Year bonus. Sorry, Elizabeth.
Don't eat my chocolate.
Oh, just imagination here.
That's part.
Oh, yeah. See? I can see somebody's lips just moving. You check this box.
And the box.
Oh, yeah. Bigger the better. All right. Well, we know.
Lama,
Yes.
a question, please. What exactly is this Swabhava Vikaya, that fourth kaya?
Yeah, fourth kaya we call Kushi. You know, there are four kaya of bodies. First one called Nirmana kaya, that's like incarnation. Second, Sambhoga kaya, 13 ornaments. And third, Dharma kaya. But the fourth, all unseparable one, called Swabhava Vikaya. Tibetan called Kushi.
Kushi.
Yeah, Ku means body, Shi means fourth. Three bodies become one, Kushi. So this is what I remember we'll practice Mondu called Guru Yoga. Lama Kushi means fourth Kaya practice, Guru Yoga.
Thank you.
So now, so today I'm gonna stop here. So imagination with a good chocolate, no longer samsara, and then some friend here or need some prayer. Tara, if you want to stay there, Samantha can share after maybe 10-minute chocolate break, and then we will practice for the green Tara shot together. If you have time, if you want it.
No Kutun Sampo?
Sure, we can do that, okay?
Do what you want. I'm okay.
Okay. So now, tea break,
Yeah, okay.
10 minutes.